The template is still on the neck after being shot from the router table. That's certainly a testament to the tape and superglue trick. Before I take it off, I'm going to use a transfer punch to mark the 72 holes that need to be drilled. There are 3 different size holes for the bridge pins. I have to be careful to get the holes in the right places. All the tuning pin holes are the same size. Here I'm drilling pilot holes. Then I'll flip the neck over and drill a taper. I'm just chamfering the holes to mitigate any chip out. This is a special drill I got for drilling the tuning pin holes. It's a tapered drill with a left-handed thread so that it doesn't hog in, and it saves an awful lot of time reaming. Just testing the holes to make sure everything's okay. I drilled those 2 before I moved the table over. Perfect. Well, that router table incident put a couple really bad gouges in the edge of the harp neck. But rather than start over, what I'm going to do is remove that edge and replace it with banding, similar to a guitar. I don't usually band the edge of my harps, but in this case it seems like a good way to go, and it'll add a subtle decorative element. My edge banding router setup won't go quite wide enough, so I'm going to finish cutting the channel using the gamble and chisels. So there's the ledge for the banding cut. And the next thing to do is decide what we want for banding. I'll cut a couple strips and see how it looks. Here's the black option. subtle when there's finish on here. I think I like the black by itself better. It's more subtle. Well, I have the first set of binding strips fitted. I sprayed them down with Super Soft and then formed them onto the binding channel. They're not glued, they're just sitting there taking the shape, and after they dry tomorrow morning I'll take that all apart and glue them in. It should be a lot easier to glue them in when they're somewhat near to the shape rather than wrestle 5 pieces of wood in covered with glue. Getting this inside curve is a challenge. I want to do it without breaking anything. This is fish glue I'm using here. It's similar to hide glue, but it has a much longer working time. So I stand a chance at getting this on here before the glue dries. It also cleans up with water, which is a good thing. If I get both surfaces of all the inside pieces, chances are it will glue pretty good. And we'll put some right here. Little bitty clamps, and I don't have them. Come on, get down in there. That's better. Looks like I may be gluing my sticks down. Which was not my intent, but there you go. That'll be alright. The place that gave me trouble on the other side was right in there, and it looks pretty good. I do have to make sure that it's down tight the other way too. Yeah, it's squeezing out. That's always a good sign. It's hard to see whether there's a gap there or not. Let's see, how about 2 thousandths? Yeah, there is a bit of a gap there. So, how do we fix that? Did it. And that first cut was just to get rid of excess stock, and then the deal is to sneak up on the corners. That looks good. Okay. Now I need to fit clamping calls to this next curve, which on the other side was surprisingly difficult to bend. So I'll do that, and then we can glue the next piece. Take that off and redo it. One advantage of the fish glue is that it can be released with a judicious application of some water. So I should be able to pull this right off here and redo it. I missed on this corner. consequence of poor lighting, probably. Well, it took a while to get the edge of the neck banded. Every time I put on a section of banding, I'd have to wait overnight for the glue to dry, so there was 8 days just waiting for glue to dry. But in the end, it came out pretty nicely. This is about the last of the preliminary stages. The neck is drilled, reamed, and banded. The pillar's done. The box is assembled. Next up is joining the neck and the pillar. This may be the most critical joint in the entire process to make a successful harp. Please consider becoming a patron. Having patrons will allow me to continue making these videos and upgrade the audio equipment. Patrons get early access to all the videos and some exclusive content. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com/harperswood. Thanks a lot. See you next time.